All right. Joined today on the Batcave Podcast with a special guest all the way from out west, Peech.
My man, thank you for having me, brother.
Of course. Thanks for taking time out of your week to be here. It means a lot. For people who don't know, let's just get started with sharing a little bit about how you first got into music.
Yeah, man. I mean, growing up, from Park City, Utah. So growing up, it was mainly sports and like outdoor stuff. And then I found myself like, I don't know, questioning things and like needing something as an outlet to like get my, I don't know, my emotions and thoughts out. And me and my buddy, Notion, who's also my manager now, decided to record a song one day, and it kind of just took over everything from there. Like, I found myself just sitting in my closet recording music for, instead of doing really anything, and like stopped playing sports, and just took over my life from there. And it honestly like kind of saved me, I think, in a way, because I was searching for something and I didn't know where I was gonna find it. And music was that thing, I guess. So, yeah.
And that's super cool that you're still working with that manager today. That's something a lot of people can't say, as like the music world changes and everything.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up with him since like first grade, Park City, Utah. Like, he's my best friend for like my entire upbringing. And high school comes around and we kind of go our separate ways for a little bit. Still great friends. And then he moves out to LA first, and then I meet him out there. And a few years later, we kind of rekindled, and we're like, I got out of my deal, and I'm like, let's do this together now.
That's awesome.
Because we were planning that since.
Yeah, it's like the ultimate dream.
Yeah, it was like, we're gonna move to LA and we're gonna do this music thing, and now we're doing it. So it's kind of it's crazy, like full circle moment.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people when they first start making music, they know that they like making music, but they don't really know the ins and outs of the industry.
Yeah.
How did you go about, I guess, learning as you went with your friend by your side as you were trying to navigate all that?
Oh my gosh, dude, it was hectic because it is very closed, like not closed door, but you have to put in the work to learn about it. You know what I mean? It doesn't just kind of like fall into your lap. Like, yeah, you can make music, have fun, and like just think that's all that there is to it. And obviously at the beginning, that's kind of how I was. It's just like, oh, we release songs, people either listen to them or they don't, and then maybe we get paid a couple less than a cent for each thing.
like 3 pennies for every, whatever it is.
And so like as you go on and like you learn about all these things, like you have to do research and like figure out, okay, we have all this like, there's like 20 different websites you have to be signed up for, and like to collect all your money, and like nobody tells you which ones they are. You got to go find them.
You got to go find them.
and then obviously as like you grow and stuff, is like I signed a deal early on, and I'm super grateful for it, and a lot of good came from it, but it wasn't the best deal for me, but obviously at that moment is what I needed. So like I got the deal, and nothing really like changed. I still had to kind of do my own work, and it kind of made me understand the industry a little bit more and kind of be able to protect myself now and like know how to navigate and like build relationships and do the whole thing. So it took a while, and I'm still learning. I'm sure there's all types of random stuff I don't know still,
Yeah.
So, but it's fun once you get into the groove of it,
Yeah.
Like, I enjoy it for sure.
How did you go about, we don't have to get into like the weeds of getting out of a deal or anything, but I'm just curious because like I know a lot of people get themselves into situations that they struggle or can't get out of a lot of times with music. So that's something that's difficult for especially a lot of like smaller independent artists when they're starting out on their journey.
Yeah, I mean, so I did my full deal with them. I signed it early on, and they helped me out in a lot of ways too. Like, I'm not knocking them, but yeah, it wasn't meant for me. Maybe at the time it was meant for me just to like learn, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I just came to the end of my term, and I was like, yeah, I kind of want to go separate ways now and do something different. Because I mean, I was a kid when I signed it, and I was ready to kind of switch it up a little bit in the music industry. And like now with the knowledge, I'm like, maybe I'll go solo for a little bit. And that's when when I talked to my old buddy from high school, I was like, let's do it together. I got out. I was like, he went to school for management, entertainment business. And I was like, it's perfect. So,
yeah. One of your earlier songs, well, not super early, but within the last few years, you put out a song and it always comes up on my shuffle, so we have to talk about it. I selfishly pick one song that we have to dive into how it came to be. But Bombay, how did it come to be?
Bombay. Oh, I love Bombay.
Oh, good. Okay, at least it's not. It's always
No, I
awkward
do.
when like one of my favorite songs is one of your least favorite songs, and it's like,
Damn
I'm
it.
sorry,
Hate that
I didn't know.
No, I do love that song. Honestly, dude, I couldn't even remember. Adam's in this room right now. Do you remember when we recorded Bombay? It was a long time ago, but it was. I can't remember exactly how it came through, but I was working on an album. What's it called? What's that album called? These Times Don't Feel Right. Mm-hmm. And I was working on an album, and we were just kind of, I mean, I guess just, just putting in work in the studio. And I think you had that beat or something. I can't remember exactly how it came to be, but I wanted to make a fun song, like one pop leaning and just like have fun with it. And yeah, it just happened. And that one's actually still does really well too. Like people like it. A lot of people like, I've still like messages about it and stuff. And like I think at our last show, they were asking about it too in Anaheim. She asked about Bombay, One Day, and Pain Baby. There's like
Pain Baby,
like three old ones, and I was like, damn. I was like, I'm glad you actually are bringing those up because like, I don't know, it's a cool thing to see. It's like years ago, and for them to still want to hear it live, sick.
No, that's super cool too because that like sometimes some of those songs when you made them like you didn't see the numbers at that point in time, so you didn't really know if people were like hearing those songs versus now
and they're going to live there forever too. So it's like, it's just the test of time, I guess. Bombay could end up being like one of the biggest songs ever, or Pain Baby, or any of these. And that's why I love like, people bring up like how like the industry now is so different because of streaming and social media and all the things. But I think it's definitely better because you have because it will survive forever, this music. Yeah. And it's like you see nowadays like TikTok, songs from 50 years ago will be the biggest they've ever been now.
Yeah,
just randomly because somebody did a video or some video, and so yeah, it's like every song will have its time at some point, and whenever that happens, I'm down. For it,
I don't know what the streaming conversion was for it, but I just think of Kid Cudi's Maui Waui song. Like I listened to a decent amount of Kid Cudi, did not know that song, and then like so many videos got made of it. It was like you couldn't get out of your head.
Yeah, exactly. So it is cool. I think it's like where it is in music right now is like a good place. Obviously, it's a little crazy, but I think there's opportunities for everybody. Which makes it great.
When you first started out, I would have put your music more in like the sad boy lane type of vibe.
Yeah.
And which I love sad boy vibes. I think that's probably why I stumbled upon your music to begin with. But what kind of led you to switch into more of like a guitar heavy genre? I wouldn't really call it, I don't even know what I would put it in, but I would say it's changed, and I wouldn't say it's different.
I mean, it kind of just became its own thing at this point. Like, obviously it leans in certain genres and stuff, but it's a conversation that we have all the time, like with everybody that we talk to. It's kind of like, so are you country? Are you pop? Are you this? Are you that? I'm like,
just making my music.
I don't know. I'm like, I think it's just a mesh of things that feel best to me. And if you want to call it country, if you want to call it pop, if you want to call it sad boy, I think it could be all of those things at once, maybe, So I don't know. It's fun. I just try to make, like what feels best, as a writer, and then however we can curate it with production and stuff like that too, then great, But I'm not gonna, I hate to go into a song being like, this has got to sound like this, it's got to be like this. And like sometimes it's like, you want to keep that demo how it was, but I don't know. I think it's pretty open air. Like just let us create and put it out, and if people like it, great,
Was there a point where you started to feel like your music started to change towards the direction it's at now, or was it just kind of?
Oh yeah, when it changed. Sorry,
no,
I kind of missed the answer on that question. Yeah, no, it's just slowly evolved. I think throughout the whole time of us working, like me and Adam specifically together. Before I worked with Adam, it was like, very. I mean, I was just doing it myself, like in my closet, and finding beats online and just writing songs to him. So whatever like sparked something at that moment, it was like there's so many different styles, and there's a rap song, and then there's like a emo song, and then there's like something else, and that's why now it's nice to like work with people who also understand the vision and want to help make it better. Mm-hmm. So like, just over the past few years, it's slowly kind of navigated through to somewhere where now it feels like it's the most like sincere that it's ever been. Like every time I write a song, I'm like, holy shit, like it hits me in like a good way,
Yeah.
Or in a sad way, or whichever way it's supposed to.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
So it's gotten there, and like it'll probably continue to evolve. Who knows where it'll be in the next 10 years? Maybe it'll still be the exact same, or in a different route. Who knows?
Yeah. And now coming up here in, I think it's less than a week now, you have a project coming out.
Yeah, dude. What's the date
Volume
today?
2. I think was it April 3rd that it comes out? April 2nd, something like that? Yeah.
Is that next week? Okay.
I think it's already next week, isn't it?
It might be. I gotta do some. I gotta put in some work, dude.
Well, kind of what went into this project? I mean, Volume 2, it's kind of
Yeah.
a sequel to a previous project from a few years ago.
Yeah. So, Small Town America V1 was last year. Like right after the time that we first met at CMA Fest.
That's
It was a few months after, but this is the V2, and they'll conjoin and be like basically one, disc 2 type project. So one album sitting together, but 2 separate times, I guess, but in different stories, but they tie together. And this one, I don't know, I'm really excited about it. It was hard to pick the songs because there was quite a few. I know we went back and forth, like trying to figure out which ones would be the best. And I think we landed on the ones that will be the best for right now. And yeah, it's like 6 new songs, but a few of them came out. Like we just released the song Middlemen last 2 weeks ago, last week, somewhere around there. And Tell Me Remix came out the month before that with Grace Tyler. So it's like, yeah, it's been a slow like waterfall build for this project. And now it'll live as a whole, which I'm super excited for. Like all the songs together, you can listen to it like, disc 1 all the way down to disc 2 and really get like the full feel of the project and like what it's kind of meant to showcase. And yeah, so.
Yeah, that's awesome. You mentioned Tell Me the Remix. The original, I think I was looking at it earlier today. It's at over like 8 million on Spotify alone.
She's pushing.
What was that like to put that song out and just like see how well it was received?
Yeah, so like, I mean, shit, the original came out like a year and a half ago. And I mean, I posted probably like 500, 1,000 TikToks before it even came out. And it still took a minute. It took a few months for that original to like really go, just like take off a little bit. And it's been pushing ever since. So like recently, the past 6 months, we were talking about, okay, how can we like capitalize on this song and like really give people like, obviously this is what they want to hear more of. So we were like, yeah, let's release an acoustic version. And then came the remix, and we were trying to find the right person for it. And Grace, I heard one of her songs, and I saw a video on Instagram, I think. And I was like, okay.
This is it. Please be down.
Let's see what we can do. And she sent me a voice memo, and I was like, yeah, let's do this like right now. And like a week later, I probably had the song.
Wow.
We put it out a few weeks after that. So it just like quick. It worked. Yeah, it worked really fast. And like, thank God. I hate wait like sitting for too long on certain stuff. But yeah, and that one's been doing well too. We just had her at Come to Whiskey Jam.
Oh, awesome. The other night when you were
So we performed that. It was fun.
Before you put that song out, did you have like a hunch that it was going to go crazy? Because you mentioned posting a bunch before it even came out.
I loved that song.
Yeah.
Like even in its demo form, the demo sounded like shit.
Yeah.
I thought it sounded great until now. Now I look back, I'm like, damn, the one we put out was the best version it could have been. But I was showing it to like everybody. I was showing it to my buddy Nevi, and he was like, I don't know. I'm like, trust me, dude, trust me. I'm going to Utah next week. I'm going to record it and watch. And went to Utah, and we recorded it and fixed it up a bit. And yeah, I was like, yeah, posting it. It was like a really special song to me too, you know what I mean? So I was like, I'm going to try to make this one happen as hard as I can. And it came out and fucking took on its own life, and it's still going. So we'll see. Hopefully it can get even bigger, you know?
Yeah.
But it's started, so
that's awesome. Is it hard? Like, I think something that people don't realize, especially when you're talking about putting out a project like what you're doing right now. You mentioned having to pick and choose what songs go on. A lot of people think that, you make a song, and then the next day you're like, all right, good to go. I can put it out. It'll be there Friday. Guys, go pre-save. But that's not really how it works at the end of the day.
Yeah, it used to be.
Yeah.
I wish. I kind of wish it could still be that. Like, okay, you make the song, you love it, and just get it out. But it's also like strategic. You got to be strategic and plan and do all these things now, and which is great too. But yeah, some of them. I made a song like 2 years ago, and it's just coming out now, you know what I mean? And it's crazy that sometimes it can take that long. But, like same thing is like timing, and they'll have their moments. I think we just got to try our best to pick the right ones and just do it for us first. You know what I mean? Like if I'm putting together a project, like I shouldn't have to like try to look outside and be like, oh, what do they want to hear? Because we don't fucking know.
Yeah, nobody knows at the end of the day,
it's
unfortunately.
Like, oh, this song's doing well right now, so maybe let's try to make something like that. It's like, no, that takes all of like the creativeness and like the love and like the trueness from music, and I guess pretty much any art if you're just trying to replicate.
Yeah.
Or like trying to do it for somebody outside. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just trying to go with our best, like our gut instinct. Like these work together. Maybe they'll do well. If not, still, I love the project. So
exactly, as long as you love it at the end of the day. Yeah. Is that hard? You mentioned a song specifically that you've had for 2 years, but to have the excitement when you put it out to be like, yeah, I'm gonna make content for this. Like after you've had the song for a minute.
Yeah, no. Every time it is kind of weird because every time we do release the song, it's like it feels like when I listen to it, it feels fresh. New again. Yeah, because it's out there, so it's like it's almost like a different perspective. Like going to Spotify and I can click on it and hear it. It definitely gives it it's like kind of a breath of fresh air to hear it again. And like, do songs get old? Yeah, but so does other songs that I didn't make that I
yeah.
To,
yeah, exactly. So like, but sometimes you're like, I really want to hear that song again. So
yeah, so like it comes and goes for sure.
Is that something you notice with performing too? I feel like a lot of people have like their staple songs that they go to perform. Do you have songs that you're kind of like, I still like it, but I don't want to perform it every single time I go on stage?
I mean, like not yet. I mean, like there's songs that like just some of the older ones, like, say at the shows, somebody's like, oh, perform like Pain, like the old songs that maybe don't align with what I'm trying to push right now anymore, like sound-wise or whatever it is. Then I'll be like, yeah, I'm not going to put those on a set list right now. Maybe they'll find their way into one. But yeah, not yet. I mean, we perform Tell Me every time, and I love Tell Me live, like always. I'd love to sing that one. So yeah, not yet. Maybe one day there'll be one. Hopefully there'll be like 100 of them that I have to perform so many times just because people like them so much.
That's a good problem to have, right? That's great. What has your experience been like on tour doing live shows? What are some of the things you feel like you've learned along the way, and some things that have been maybe difficult that you didn't anticipate?
Yeah, I mean, like these past few, I mean, there's so much that goes into it, and like I'm not even like. Thank God for good people who can help me, because I don't think I definitely couldn't tour alone, obviously, but you need good people around you, I think is the main thing. That it's like, at first it's like, okay, I could just bring these guys, bring those guys, do this, do that, and it's like, fine, they could switch out, but it's like having like a solid crew of like brothers, of sisters, or whatever you want to call it, just a team that can help push you forward and you can push them forward, and we can all handle this together. It makes it so much more fun, and it's way more smooth too. And it's touring's been like, we haven't even toured that much. Like we've been doing shows, but like we haven't been like on the road for a long time, which I'm excited for. But I'm sure there'll be other, things that we'll figure out, and I'm excited for those though. I really want to just get on the road and just do the thing, and hopefully we'll figure it out along the way for sure.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I think it's reps, and you just with time,
exactly. Yeah,
everything gets easier.
Yeah, and I mean, shit, it's fun. It's fun when you're with a squad that that you truly love. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What is it experience like getting to see people that like know your songs out here? Like you're in Nashville now, but typically all the way out in LA, which is literally the other side of the country. But like seeing people that still listen to your stuff out here, and
it honestly is like the most surreal thing. I think it's like when you see the translation, because it's like you sit like. I sit at home and make songs and then post videos about them, and sure, like you get some comments, some messages and stuff. You see it like in social media form, but like see a person like in real life singing a song, coming up to you and saying like, "Oh my gosh, like I've loved this song for so long, like you're one of my favorite artists," or whatever they're saying. It just makes it surreal and feel real, and makes it even more like that much more not worth it, but like. Makes me want to push harder and like continue to like do my best to like release music that is true to me, that can like help people whichever way it like does, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's cool. I think it's awesome. I just want to form that community, that road community, where it's like just live in person, seeing people.
Yeah. Was there a moment you noticed when like your music went from, oh, I'm creating this music and like it's cool that I'm making it, to where you started to feel like you really had like a following, whether it was on Spotify or social media, or it really felt like, okay, this feels like I'm really out here doing this versus just like I'm having fun with it?
Yeah, I mean, really, honestly, it was like right at the beginning. I was like, yeah, I'm always having fun with it, but it turned into something like so important to me that I was like, even if it was like 1,000 streams on a song early on, I was like, holy shit, I could do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I could really make this happen, make this my life, and like continue to do what I love always. And like that's kind of been since like the very beginning, since I first put a song out on Spotify. I was like, I can do this.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to do this, and we'll see what happens. And like certain songs would, take on like a big life for themselves, and like, get streams and share followers and this thing and that. And it's, yeah, I mean, since the beginning I was like, I'm doing it.
You're doing it.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Whatever happens, happens. But I believe in it so deeply, and I have for a long time. So.
Yeah, you mentioned like if 1,000 people hear it, but then you think about like, or even if like let's say you have 1,000 monthly listeners, which obviously you have way more than that, but like to put it in perspective, like when's the last month where you talked to 1,000 people like ever in your life? That doesn't, like it's like 30, maybe 50 people. Like not talking like
that's those are real people.
Those
bro.
are real people.
1,000 people are listening. It's just all from there. It's like, okay, 1,000 people out of 7 billion or whatever.
Yeah.
How many more people like them are gonna also like it? They just haven't heard it yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just getting out there and doing the thing and making sure it's known.
With finding new people, what are some of your plans for 2026 and going forward in the future for you?
Yeah, so this Friday, what date is it? March 20th, we're doing, obviously this will probably come out after, but March 20th, we're doing Cannery Hall out here in Nashville.
Oh, awesome.
We're doing a show. You should come if
Yeah.
you're available. And next week or 2 weeks, whenever the EP comes out, we're doing a show in Salt Lake City, on the 4th of April, and then one more show a week after that, April 11th in Boise, Idaho. Sorry, I got the burps from this course.
No, you're good. It's tasty, but it will do that.
But yeah, and then, once the EP comes out, we're just going to try to do our best to get as many shows as possible, keep moving around and just promoting them. And I'm working on an album, so hopefully this year, I pray to God that I can put this out this year. If not, as soon as the clock strikes 2027, that's coming out.
Go time.
Yeah, I don't care. But yeah, I just want to get on the road, dude. Like,
yeah.
I guess I've probably said that a few times. But that's like my main thing right now. I just want to get out there.
Yeah. Is there a song on the EP that's coming out that you're like the most excited for people to hear that hasn't been released as a single?
Oh, dude, I love them all. I mean, the one that just came out, Middlemen, is one of my favorites that we've fucking made in a long time. But after performing Shine On the other day, I was like, this song, dude, it's something to it. I don't know if it's just me. I don't care, but
it's okay. That's all that matters,
song,
right?
Dude. And I like, honestly, all of them. When It's All Over, I think is a really strong song as well, and it always strikes a heartstring here and there when I listen to it myself. And then I have a song with Nevi, another collaboration, As I Get Older, which I've had for 2 years with him. We're finally putting out, so I'm excited for that one too. I think it's just all of them. So hopefully, just go listen to every single one.
I'm trying to think if I know. Is Nevi out in LA?
Yeah, yep. He's from Texas, but he's one of my brothers. I've known him for a minute now, and we've created, songs here and there.
Does he do more like? Is he kind of more in the rap lane or not really?
No, so he started. He was in like kind of rapping like neo soul style and like R&B. Now he's full classic country.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
super cool.
So we kind of like took on the journey together around the same time of trying to like make something that's more intentional and like right with where we're from and who we are and things we went through. So yeah, he's doing his thing as well. So that'll be a good song, hopefully.
Yeah,
I know it. And he'll be performing at the show in Utah as well. So it'll be sick.
Awesome. Well, you've managed to create this movement with your artist page while maintaining a lot of close friends in this room. What is one thing you would share with someone who's either just starting on their journey or just starting to learn the pieces of it all, as far as maintaining your group and while also like progressing yourself?
Just try to be your best. Like, try not to hurt people. And take leaps. You know, when you're afraid to do something, that's when you should do it. Like, there's no right time for anything. You know what I mean? Just fucking go for it. And yeah, like, just don't be a dick. You know what I mean? Like, take care of your people.
Yeah.
Like, if you want them to take care of you, you got to take care of them. And just fucking live your life, bro. Like, don't worry so much, you know? Like, things will happen when they're supposed to happen as long as you're trying. So just go for it.
No, I think that's like, I think just the world in general, like when you try to just be like a good human, like good things just happen for you.
Yeah,
and like
it's full circle, bro.
Like, oh, yeah, bad things are going to come and go, but as long as you try to approach every day.
Yeah, there will always be a mix of both.
Yeah.
Fuck, when you start thinking about it too much and like worrying about everything, that's when all you're gonna see is the bad things. You know what I mean? So just you don't have to focus on them. Let them ride. You know.
Let them ride and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, sir.
Bro, thank you,
I appreciate
man.
you hopping
what a
on.
Good time.
Yeah, this is
I'm
great.
glad we made it happen. I know it took a minute, but I'm so happy.
No, and honestly, I think when they take a minute, it's better. Like, obviously, when I first started doing this, it's like, oh, I want to work with this guy now, or I want to work with that person now. Yeah. And you realize that, like, it'll happen when it's supposed to happen, and it's usually better than it would have been. Like,
yeah, bro, give us some time to marinate, and you're like, we're boys, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So it's sweet. So
when you, like, first meet someone, then, like, do it right then and there, it's, like, almost awkward. Because then it's, like...
Yeah, you don't, like, you feel like you don't know them.
You don't know them, and it's, like, they don't know what they're walking into, and, like, I don't know. Also, with interviewing people, I feel like sometimes it's, like, some people that interview people, like, intentionally try to, like, make you say stuff that you don't want to, so that, like, I feel like a lot of artists are like, if they haven't met me before, they like kind of have their guard up because they're like nervous, and I'm never trying to do that, so like it's not gonna happen. But like, for sure. I also understand if they don't know me, they don't know that, so like,
yeah, exactly. It's like, you might come in guarded. For sure.
But
I appreciate you having me though.
Of course.
This is fun. It's a great conversation too.
No, I appreciate that a lot. It's cool because I've gotten to watch you, like I said, for like a while now, and it's cool to see like where your music has gone and grown, and like,
thank you, bro.
Now you're out here doing your thing, which is super cool to see.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll do some more.